Hey guys, what is going on? Welcome back to another G Crypto video. I'm your host Seth, and in today's video I wanted to talk about a new deck that I've been messing around with in Gods Unchained, and that is my Nature Amazon Aggro deck. Hey guys, like I said, welcome back to the video. I'm your host Seth, and in this channel we talk about a lot of things crypto gaming, NFT gaming, and more specifically we talk a lot about the game Gods Unchained because it's the game that I've had a lot of fun with, that I've been investing in, and that I just enjoy, which is sort of my whole philosophy on NFT games. I want to play games that I enjoy, that I have fun with, and this is the one. So like I said, in today's video I'm going to be talking about a specific deck that I have been building and messing around with lately, which is a Nature Amazon sort of aggro deck. It's almost built like a war deck in that it's intended to sort of get as many creatures out on the field as possible, buff them up, and then just hit as much as I can and as quickly as I can. Like I said, it's built around sort of Amazon, Archmonian Onslaught, but we're gonna go ahead and dive into my sort of God decks display here, and we can talk about it a little bit more. All right, everybody, so welcome to God Decks here. I've got my deck up. As you can see down here, I haven't won a ton with it yet. I haven't played a ton of matches with it yet, but the ones that I have played were very fun, and most of them were really, really close. Just a couple of cards that didn't go my way, or, a couple of really smart plays on behalf of my opponent. But overall, this deck has been really fun because it's just sort of, again, it's a more aggressive take on nature, and it just is a very different strategy than what I've traditionally seen. And when it works, the payoff is a lot of fun. So, gonna walk you through this deck right here. I mean, as you can see, it's pretty cheap as far as the overall price goes, but I've got a couple of different cards here. So again, this is an Amazon nature deck. The goal is to get as many Amazons as possible on the field, get them buffed up specifically through, these cards like Archmonian Onslaught, Wildroot Staff, as well as this little lady right here. But again, just get as many Amazons as I can out, use some cool, fun cards, some random nature cards to, again, just buff the hell out of them and beat the crap out of my opponents. So first up, we have the Amazon Conscript. These are, pretty standard. It's just, a 1 for 2/2. I might swap these out for more of the Spring Bloom Hunters. I don't know how many I can have in any single deck, just because that regen one is pretty huge. I've got the Wiccan Warrior here. Again, another Amazon. And these are hidden for 1 turn. That's very, very useful. The Amazon Spear Soul, I just like that, 4 attack, 2 defense. Hopefully, I can get this out in the sort of middle game when I get maybe the Wildroot Staff on or this Archmonian Onslaught to buff that health. Shield Maidens, because always have Shield Maidens, basically just for that front line. Portable Fortress, Bronze Gate again, just some front line, get some protection for those creatures so that I can set myself up for some plays. The Hunt Warden, a great Amazon neutral card, core neutral card, 3/4 for 3 mana, not bad all around. The Underbridge Assailant, always a good card, especially with that regen one. Now, this card I recently came across, so I did a video where I opened a bunch of core. My last video, I opened a bunch of epic packs, and I got this card, I think, as part of that. But it's a rare card, and it gives each other friendly Amazon +2/+2, which is pretty dope, especially if I can get this card out on the field, which gives me my Amazon Flanker. Now, Amazon Flanker, I got this card early on, and it's a lot of fun. I like it a lot. It's kind of like the Bladefly card for nature, except it's a little higher mana cost, but you get 2/2 Amazon Flankers, and they all have flank. And if you can get that stacked up with either the Penthaleesian Warrior or one of the most important cards in this deck, which is this Archmonian Onslaught, it can be really fucking devastating very, very quickly. So moving over here to like the nature cards that are here, obviously the Amazon Conscript, the Blazing Talisman. I just like this card. I mean, getting my, either whether it's my Amazon Conscripts, my Spring Bloom Hunters, or my Wiccan Warriors, giving them regen, because these early creatures, I try to get this card out as early as I possibly can, because when, an enemy creature attacks my god, I give them burn +1, and then whenever a creature with burn dies, which I can kill them, like I don't have to wait for the burn to kill them, it's just whenever they die, my creatures get +1 regen, which is really cool. Canopy Barrage is always a good card. I mean, it just is, such a good way to clear an enemy off the field. Guerrilla Training, have one of those in here just because, if I can get this on either an Amazon Spear Soul or, any of my other cards, really, it's just always good. It's a very, very good card. Solid buff. Sip from the Spring, I have this in here because, again, just buffing up, especially if I can get it out with one of these Spring Bloom Hunters, suddenly I have a 4/4 creature with regen. And if I can get a Frenzy up, I can refresh 2 mana, play another card, play, 2 more of my 1 mana cost cards. There's a lot of options here, so I love this card. Spring's Harvest, honestly, like this card, just getting random nature cards, usually this card gives you some good ass cards. I mean, I don't think it's happened where I've gotten a bad card really with Spring's Harvest, because it just gives you, 2 random nature cards. If you're frenzied, you get 3 for the cost of 3 mana. They all pop into your hand, and if you have more cards in your hand, you got more options. So I've got 2 of these in this deck. It's helped me out. It helped me win my last match. Against actually a really good opponent. Aspect of the Pangolin, this is always good. Just +3 armor. Like fucking yes, sign me up, right? And then Spiny Porcupine. This card's awesome. I had been meaning to get one of these for a long time. If I had another one, it'd probably be in here. Just armor 4, so good. And if a creature tries to attack it, they get 2 damage. With one of these, you get armor 4 on this guy. And, again, if you can get a Wild Root Staff or you get a Gorilla Training on here, suddenly you've got an armor 4 creature with, gaining 3 strength every single turn. So that's what I did recently to win a match. Got my Spiny Porcupine out next I think same play or same turn, threw the Gorilla Training on, attacked an enemy creature, and then suddenly they're looking at, a 4 attack creature with 4 armor, 1 health, maybe a little more if I can, again, this Blazing Talisman is, or rather, my Wild Root Staff pops off or something, but awesome card. Archimonian Onslaught. This is like core to the strategy of part of this deck is this. So give each friendly Amazon +3, +2, and Twin Strike. So if I get this, if I have this card and I play it, and then I get this out, suddenly I've got 3 5/4 cards with Flank and Twin Strike. I mean, I've won a lot of matches this way. In fact, my first ever nature deck was part of the strategy, was I had one of these and one of these, but now I've got 2. So again, just sort of doubling down on that strategy. And if I have, a couple of Spring Bloom Hunters, my Amazon Flanker, I mean, really any number of creatures out, and I drop one of these, it gets bad real fast for my opponent. 2 Wild Root Staffs, because again, just giving +1, +1, that is a great buff for some of these, lower cost mana creatures. Sudden Bloom, again, just another buff, friendly random creature +4/+4. The last time I used it, it popped on my Spring Bloom. Actually, no, it popped on my Porcupine here. So this thing had fucking 4 attack, 5 health with 4 armor. And that can get out of hand. And then my Oliphant mount again, just doubling down on those buffs. If I've got a couple of Amazons out, they're each getting +2/+1 or +1/+2 at random. Just really, really devastating combination. And it's fun, which is one of the things that I really like about it. Very different strategy overall than I see with a lot. This is not really depending on the regen as much. Of course, it's part of it because we are in a nature deck after all. But I really love this deck. I've been having a good time with it. You can see it right here. This is my, my little handle here, so you can see and you can get your hands on it if you want to. And as you can see, it's not an expensive deck to have. So, anyway, hope you enjoyed it. I mean, I would love to see, get your guys' feedback on it, see what you guys think of these cards, see if you think that there's any more that I can add down below. Let me know in the comments. And if you, of course, enjoyed this video, make sure to like, make sure to subscribe, make sure to do all the fun things, and catch you in the next one. All right, guys, that's been it for today's video. I want to first of all, say thank you so much for, coming along, for checking out this video with me. I hope you enjoyed the deck. You can check it out and you can build one just like it if you'd like. It's all available at Gut Decks. I'll drop my, profile in the description below. But again, just wanted to say thank you guys. I hope you enjoyed the video, and we will catch you in the next one. Don't forget to game it till you make it. Bye, guys.